is that they are fed, even within the supposed, eastern region. Listen to this one briefly.
With a verse for this matter, on Saturday, make we go vote Ikara because they're not going to deceive us again. PDP, now we want. PDP, now we know. 1 month ago, this Obi people, Anambra, when I know say Igbo people are very bad person, they be.
Right from me memorial.
They sell people parts.
Did you hear that? That's somebody who's preaching in River State, where Wike comes from. Politician. See how he's talking. You know these Igbo people, this one Obi, that they kill people. Sure, you get. This is the kind of tribal rhetorics that politicians they spew every now and then when election is around. But when election is gone, they will disappear.
They will change. Chameleon. And another thing to say, even that week away they make that noise, they make all those noise way they make for River State there. Inquiry is a subset of Igbo. Kind of like in the Igbo, like have Unkwa. You have I think a hobby or something. I've forgotten exactly. Me as an Anambra person, if somebody from a boy state is speaking his own dialect, his own Igbo, I will not understand anything. It will be like he's speaking a totally foreign language. Yes, somebody from a boy state. In fact, I was walking down with a guy. I think he was from a hobby or something. Hotel at their state. Somebody called him on the phone. I was speaking. They were talking. I was like, "What is this?" After the call, I then asked him, "What is this language?" Because I knew him. His name is Chidi. I know him as an Igbo man. I'm like, "What kind of language is this?" He's laughing. Like, "What do you mean?" He told me, "Do you understand what I was saying?" I said, "No." No, he's speaking. Then I told him I didn't understand anything. So if somebody from Ukraine comes and says to me, "Oh, no, I'm not Igbo," it's just politics. It's just politics.
Thank you so much Thanks for sharing that, Baba. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. I'll take another one. Remember, you can chip in your own view. You can pick from what somebody just said. You can tell us something new entirely. It is an open mic night, okay? You can even react to what I am talking about as well, or something else as well. Hello.
I'll take another one. Remember,
can you hear me? Sorry.
You can pick from what somebody.
Hello there. Somebody is listening to the program instead of listening to their phone. Please, when you call in, listen to your phone, not a bag balagba. How are you, sir? Right.
Ó dà pé àwọn wòlíì yẹn ó dà pé áńgẹ́lì tọ́lọ́run rán sí wọn wọ́n misplace pastor yẹn ni wọ́n gbé governorship wọ́n gbé in place of presidential òun ló jẹ́ kó wọ́n rí ìrìkúrì àṣà àti rí at the end of that máa gbọ́n nǹkan tó máa sọ lọ́sẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ìbọn ṣáà shift kan nu méjèèjì ẹ má jọ bóbò yín. You can never begin to tell us now that at this time of election, and you start telling us that Igbos are not our brothers. Ati jeninu jijeun, ati muninu, ati laninu lila won. Over the time election that you need them, you now begin to tell us stories.
And you're telling us so scared,
all those old gimmicks that you always use, monetization, toggery, they don't work.
Intimidation, manipulation, violence,
manipulation, violence, it doesn't work again. If Nigeria has been a place to get my work in it, only like to resort to solution, which is Yoruba nation.
Let everybody go their separate ways.
Yeah. If Nigeria is gonna work this time around, Gogolo can't get it right. Let the mandate of people supersede the mandate it's show us that it's not personal interest, man. One in government. Show us. But these are the part that personal interest in look upon your wife, your kids, your family, your friends and allies. That is what you are going there for. Show us now the mandate of the people. Now look at how it is now. The so-called Yoruba, the Hausas, the Igbos, they team up, clearing call for everybody. We don't think of the religion. We don't think of where we came from. We don't think of any other thing that we want to be. Now tell me, is this the only Igbo that is voting for Obi in Lagos? This election I want to see. Let them go and use everything they want to use, because we started hearing so many things that's going on underground. But this is the time for, tell them the ends has come for them. Thank you, Maye.
God bless you, sir. And thank you so much for dropping in. I have another caller here. Hello.
Yes,
one name. Osita, how are you?
Wow.
It's like you always hold two phones, right? You hold two phones. You are one of the veterans, right?
So
people believe. Yeah, people believe that I give you special privilege. However, they don't know that you have two phones. I do see some of them. I'm like, oh dear, oh dear. It's like when one stops, another goes.
They don't know that my two hands are working the same time anytime your program is on.
How are you, sir, tonight?
Great. My brother. So, thank you and thank you very much.
And thank you too. Go on.
Let me start with the issue of tribalism. You see, tribalism actually is aided by something, and that's something I keep saying here on this program each time I call. Tribalism is only aided when where you don't have wisdom and where education is lacking. You live in a country called United Kingdom, right?
I do.
Do you know when the Scottish are speaking, it's different from when the English are speaking?
That's right.
You know that.
It's true.
The Liverpudlian, when he's speaking, is different from somebody who comes from Manchester. Manchester is speaking Bolton.
100%. And here in the UK is where you can ask, sorry, where are you from? But if you are from outside the UK, you just believe that they are all British. They speak English. No.
Thank you very
much. Yes, we do speak English here, but we speak English with our accents. And with accent, you can tell where somebody comes from. And it's so different. So, somebody will speak to you, we won't even hear what they are saying. If people from Liverpool speak to you, you may not hear what they are saying at all. And it's English.
Yeah. So, what am I trying to say? But you will not hear them start mumbling and say, this person is from Liverpool, this person is from Scotland, this person is from... You will not hear them do that. It is because of they have quality... Yes, it's because they have quality education that brings everybody together. But because that education is lacking in our place. If they tell you that something that was used in 1960, between 60 and 70,
sorry to cut you short, Osita, right? Somebody just dropped it on me there that, you know, I mentioned Liverpool. I didn't mention Glasgow, right? Our language is also kind of different too, right? But you can't call our own English. For example, if you call Ed in Scotland, I mean, here in Glasgow, we call it a heat. We don't call it Ed. So they say heat. So you call a house home. We call it a hame. So you call your children kids. We call them wains. You call your female girls, you call them girls and all of that. We call them lassies here. So, and we can put all of this together in words that if a proper Glaswegian is talking, you'll be completely lost. So somebody knows that. But Osita, it's true. Go on, talking about language and tongues. Go on.
So this is the cause of our problem because of they took away education from us. Because by now we should have been more civilized than what we are right now. These were cards that was played in the 60s and the 70s. Now they have brought back that card again. The reason they could bring it back is because they know vast majority of the people don't have education. So when you look at the faces, the physique of the people who are doing this, it is virtually one kind of people. Like that video that you showed right now in River State. If you look at that person, he talks exactly the way Wike talk.
Yeah.
You know, the Ikwere people, I have said this thing before, Ikwere people, if you go and look at their history, they came from Imo State, Ikwere, where I come from. The Ijaw nation that they are talking about today, the king that they have there, I know you must have read about it in social studies, King Jaja of Opobo. His name is King Jaja Nwachukwu. He comes from Amibo, just right where I come from. So, I do not know why people will come and say, oh, the Igbo people. Meanwhile, you are Igbo. Wike's name is the Wike name in Igbo language is Wike, which is Nwike. That is the name. That is the spelling of his name. But they changed it to Wike. The Wike, Wike. That's what they changed it to. In where they come from, when you go to Port Harcourt, most of the villages there, they are called Rumu. Aru M-U. But in Igbo language, they changed it. They put Aru M-U. But in Igbo language, it is called Umu, which is U-M-U. That Umu is like when Yoruba say Omo. That is where they got all these things from. And some people will come and refuse their ancestral, even in America here, people try to understand where their roots come from.
I mean, there's something wrong in that. Is that?
Yes, and there's nothing wrong in that. So at the end of the day, I used to tell people, when you go to any biblical scripture, or you go to anything that has to do with Ancient of Days, you will find out that every person has one root connected to each other as one. In Europe, if you read about the history of Europe, you will find out that the whole kingdom in Europe, those kings, those kingdoms, those kings, those monarchs, they were all related to one another. But today, there are different countries in Europe, different, but that doesn't mean you will now say that, oh, this person is an Igbo. When it does this card that they play, they only play it whenever they so-called, they call themselves the bastard elite. It's only when they feel that they are disadvantaged. That is when they use this particular
particular line.
The particular line. So what I used to tell people is I try to overlook all these things. Me for one, every day I speak back home with people. Most of the people I discuss the issue of Nigeria with, most of them are my Yoruba friends that we went to school. And believe me, though we'll find some of us wanting, but most of us, we know how we started. We know how we fight for each other. We know how we cry for each other. We know how we back up each other. We still didn't forget where we're coming from. So the thing that they've been able to successfully destroy, that is taking us aback, is the education. Can you imagine somebody who is a full-fledged Yoruba boy?
Yeah.
As far as Lagos is concerned, that guy is a first-class citizen of Lagos. And someone will now, because of his mother, because of Nigerian Labour Party, somebody will now come
politics,
and say that
because of power. And then you just throw caution. There's something called Omolua being Yoruba land. You know, there's some things that you be like, no, I can't do that.
You understand?
Sure you get.
And you now said,
like, no, I can't do that.
And you are not telling the boy that his identity is not what he is.
And a lot of you have them. You have those, what do you call it? Those children from marriages that are intertribal marriages. You know that you've been having. See, they have been having Gandola's daughter married Ajirebi's son. Gandola's son married Ajirebi's daughter in Ibadan. Sure you get. So all these guys are giving their daughters to themselves, their sons to themselves.
I have
and
a
they
friend
are
of mine
bold
that
enough
we
to say, I mean, come on.
I have a friend of mine who went to school. All the while, all his life, he was thinking he was a Yoruba boy. Because the mother got married to a Yoruba man, but he was thinking all the while he was a Yoruba boy. But the time they started having family issues, this boy decided that. So we were one of the people that stood the team. We were tracing, we were doing many things to find out. You know that guy later found out that he was Yoruba. He found out that he's from River State. So how do you measure that? Till today, the culture that he understands is the Yoruba culture. But yes, he's from the eastern part of Nigeria or the southern part of Nigeria. So people don't understand. Yes.
Yeah.
And one more last thing.
Yeah, all right.
My brother, Wike is only playing the card of had I known and I do not know what is going to happen to me tomorrow. You see, APC is not going to help him because APC, they can't trust him. They cannot
because they want to. They need Lagos. They need rivers. They need their money. Okay? So, and they don't care. They don't care about how all of you feel about elections, okay? Call them thieves. Call them election riggers. Once they get that power, they know you forget about them in a year. Sure you get. And you'll be wondering, I mean, you'll be walking towards saying you want to keep them out again in another 1 year, I mean, another few years. And they will say, okay, now, catch us if you can. So we know this game. Osita, go on.
Into he's begging. Like the governor of Imo State today, he attacked this commissioner of labor and productivity, being the fact that he's saying that the guy is supporting Labour Party. He sacked it. All of them are begging.
Is that not from Imo? Osita, let me quickly take another detour to one of the weakest drama, especially where he said he was drinking 40-year-old whiskey when Atiku was doing Unzogu for Abuja. Osita, thanks so much for calling in, by the way, right? So let's go to that Port Harcourt. I mean, well, to Wike.
What is in us is greater than what is in them. As a person, I just said that I took 140 years whiskey. I called some of my friends. I said, what's it done? What has it done? Over 40 years. And then I put television. See how you ready, Martin? All you are saying. They have become a labor union. They have become a students' union. All we are saying, chai. You are saying what? What I say? You have taken over the role of students' union. And Luther continue. That is what the party has called. And Luther continue.
Really?
Hello?
Really Wike. Hello there. Sorry. How are you?
I'm very fine. I'm doing very good, my ego. I'm a first-time caller on your program.
Oh, thank you so much for taking our time. And you are calling from where, Baba, if you don't mind?
I'm actually calling from US. I live in USA.
Beautiful.
Atlanta, Georgia, precisely.
Classic, sir. So you are live. Everybody can hear you, please. Go on.
Yes. Michael, the problem of Nigeria has started from the origin of Nigeria, from its very foundation, from its very root. This tribalism that is going on, you know, I was listening to the other caller. It's not just about education, because I've had a childhood friend who, you know, I know him so well, so we all grew up together, and I was shocked when all these political issues started. And he called me up and started telling me, all these Igbo people, you people, I mean, this is someone who is educated. You know, it's not like he didn't go to school. But I was shocked that he would even, you know, play into
all this drama that is going on in Nigeria.
Baba, that really got to people. You know something, right? People are not thinking. Later, a lot of people are beginning to like have a think that this thing doesn't make any sense, Sha. Like how can somebody just make me think like this? But a lot of people have been fed with that lies, and educated people, sir. Not even just educated people who are living in Nigeria. Those who have now mixed up with other races, other nationalities from across the world. They were spewing things that was like, this propaganda worked on our people. You need to see the
Yes, it's a very terrible thing what they've really done to Nigeria. They've weaponized hunger and used everything to damage the psyche of an individual, person in that country. And it's very shameful because like in America here, you see like African Americans, majority of them are descendants of we who are from the same Nigeria, who are from Africa. And they don't have an issue about who is coming from here and who is coming from here. They are all one people. They see themselves as African Americans. The world is waiting for Nigeria for a time when Africans are going to come together. The world is waiting for Nigeria for a time we will stop all this tribalism. And that's why when my friend was talking, I didn't take it so personal because, even among the tribes itself, even among the Yorubas, even among the Igbo, you still have them, even in their own tribes, still having tribal problems in their own tribe. So it's a serious problem that actually, like you all say, I really thank you for your effort. It takes a lot of guts and a lot of, patience to do what you are doing. So I really, really appreciate you. I watch your program all the time. Keep up the good work. God is going to bless you, and we are praying and hoping that somehow, some way, because I don't know how there is going to be a way. Sometimes when you say let them break up the country, people take it like, oh, go away. You want them to destroy the country. But look at what you are doing. You don't want everybody to go their way, but you are divided among tribal and ethnic lines.
So much that
you don't like yourself.
I even did an analogy 2 days ago or thereabout. If you remember, I said, Nigerians, we can't wait for an opportunity to kill ourselves. Any opportunity. Yeah. But if somebody from outside should come around and poke at Nigeria, same also will gather together, attack the person and say, are you mad? Do you want to compare yourself with Nigeria? Do you know what I mean? We can't live together and we are scared to go apart.
Right.
How does that work?
Just like you used to say it. Yes, I have said the same thing to people over there. I said, like you used to say, Maegu, when you go after all this hatred on Sunday, you go to church and go and pray to the Nigerian God. Or you go to your mosque and go and pray to the Nigerian Allah, because it's so funny how you go and pray and you are so holy, and yet because in these churches or in these places you don't have just a Yoruba man in the church or just an Igbo man in the church or just a Hausa person in the church. You have people from different homes, different backgrounds, different tribes, and you stay together in the same church. Only for you, when it gets to politics time, you throw that to the wind and everybody starts enemies.
And sadly, everyone loses. Only the criminal politicians wins. You fight yourself, you do all of that. Once they have what they want to get, then the system plays itself out. Whether you are Yoruba or whether you are Igbo, whether you are Hausa or whether you are Northerner or Southerner, whether you are Christian or Muslim, the establishment deals with everybody equally. Everybody will begin to scream. Everybody will begin to cry. What kind of country is this? There is no job. There's no safety. Yes. No light. No no that.
Because to these people in power, tribe
it doesn't count to them. It doesn't mean anything to them.
They are all together. In the APC, you have Yoruba, you have Fulani, you have Hausa, you have Ijo, you have Shekiri, you have all tribes.
Are there no Igbos in APC? PDP, are they not seeing all this tribal thing? Are they not seeing them? Have you seen anybody who is APC, who is Igbo in APC, right? Or Christian in APC who come out publicly?
You saw Tinubu go to visit what's his name the other day on the TV. You just Elumelu. It's Tony Elumelu. Is he not from the Igbo extraction?
But they all read all those things because SR.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? All of them claim to be elite, right? They are all in it together, which simply means they are all benefiting from it. Now you are angered when somebody says something about Igbos, or say something about Yoruba, or say something about Hausa and the rest of them. While you are busy tearing yourselves apart, they click glasses to say, congratulations, last man standing. The power is with you now. What's in it for us?
It's always business as usual for them. And that's why I'm praying. I don't know how it's going to happen. But, you know, every time I hear you say, let this country, everybody needs to go a separate way, people think it's actually about destroying the country. But it's actually about self-recognition. In Europe, for instance, everybody don't speak the same language. Some people are not even up to 2 million in some countries. You have Luxembourg. You have these tiny people. But now they have an understanding on how they should live together in harmony. Because the idea of solving Nigeria seems to be... Exactly. The idea of solving Nigeria's problem seems to be a very, very tactical one. Even Peter Obi himself, I have been thinking on my own, like with all this tribalism going on, if you know what happened to Goodluck Jonathan, how is this one man, this Peter Obi, really going to change things from sitting in that Aso Rock with all these tigers and wolves that he's going to have around him? Just one person doing all the magic.
It's not going to change anything. It's just going to reduce the tension. It's going to reduce, you know, people are angry. People are angered. They have seen what APC is capable of. The act of terrorism in the last 7.5 years, people have never seen anything like this before. Sure you get. So, however, people just believe that with somebody like him, temporarily, but with what we know, the type of preparation and war they were ready for to burn Nigeria in 2015, then you shouldn't expect any unity or whatever. Well, go on.
Nigeria is so divided. I even see Peter Obi getting there is going to increase more tension because Nigeria, they have another serious religious problem when you move away from the ethnic. It's just Michael, let me give other callers chance to talk because Nigeria's issue is something you can talk from now to next year and you just keep on saying it. The problem is just too serious.
It is.
You know, I just wanted to call. Thank you for all you're doing. Thank you for enlightening people. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
You know, I really appreciate you and God bless your family.
And you
Thank
too.
you so much.
Thank you very much for chipping in that as well. I'll take one call and I'll take you to another segment tonight. Just to add to this conversation, okay? Not just Wike and all that, okay? In fact, Wike is inclusive as well. So yeah, hello there. How are you?
I'm fine.
I do.
I just join midway. So I just
it's an open mic. See, it's an open mic convo, right? Part of the convo is that even though some of us know why, okay, but we are still wondering, like 8.7 million, okay, are those declared to have voted for Tinubu. Now it's been over 2 weeks, Baba. Right? The whole country seems like the president just died or something just happened. Like, if those who scored less, according to INEC, are making more noise and loud of rigging, cheating, where are those 8.7 million? She won't celebrating it.
I see you and I know there's no time in this election. Thank you.
I know you might need to help me a little bit increase that voice. It seems to be a little bit down. I don't know if
hello.
Yeah, go on. I think that's better.
Is it better?
It is now. But
okay.
Go on.
Yeah. So you and I know saying this of Nigeria. There's no election. Yeah, that is still. You know. So even though when the British was there, they began. Yeah, they were the one that put out the league. To be honest with you, I don't even care about the election. I don't even care about anything because I know if Obi wins, that's it. If Tinubu wins, that's it. But what I want to comment on is the issue of this what we call tribalism that is going on in
tribalism. Which is relatively racism as well. Go on, Baba.
Racism. Well, we can't call it racism.
Well, we come from the same race, Abi, so it won't be racism, Abi. Tribalism then, or racism. Go on.
Yeah. So now, in my own opinion, right, the problem is not that we hate each other. Because if you look among us, we marry each other. We do business with each other.
Yes.
Yeah. There at least we see one Igbo person doing business with each other. It's not a problem. The problem is Nigeria. It's not because, say, Igbo did bad, or Hausa did bad, or did bad. It's the system. Now, the location between, let's say, Cameroon and Nigeria, the gay border.
That's right.
For people with the Nigeria border, you know, they hate people with the Cameroon, even though they are in the same location. So, as you dance in Nigeria like this, that is, and the reason is because of the politics. So maybe we wait each other. No. It's like you have a plane with 3 captains. But you must only go 2. And one captain, they stand up, say, if I won't fly now. You know, so there will be a bit of problem within it. And until we look at the fundamental issues, this thing will keep happening. I've been hearing this tribal issues since I was born. I'm going to 40. Yeah. If Tinubu finishes, well, if he finish, I'll be 48, barely 48. If another person come there, the thing will still happen again. So the problem is not because Hausa is Igbo or Igbo is Hausa. It is a political issue. And we cannot solve political issues with emotions. So everything that's going right now, it comes through emotions. And it can go, we have to be careful not for you not to go over. But not to say Igbo does not hate Yoruba. And
it's obvious anyway.
When it comes to politics, we need to find a good solution. And this to make it for people that believe in one Nigeria list. You cannot want one Nigeria list, but you cannot
want one Nigeria, and at the same time
and be crying.
You want autonomy of a particular part at the same time.
Yeah. So you cannot want one Nigeria at the same time. You want without any proper setting. You want unity. It's not possible. Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa are the largest ethnic group in Africa. I keep saying this. We are the largest ethnic single group in Africa. And there is no continent in the world where the 3 largest ethnic groups are met in one country. There's none. You know, before, I used to be a believer in Pan-Africanism. So I believe Africa should come together. But I realized that it's possible. It's not. It's not. And there's no continent. When you come to Europe today, Europe is not united. When you go to Asia is not united. If you go to South America is not united. When you go to North America they are not united. So why do we think Africa needs to be united together? You know, we have to work on our political issues, not on this emotions. What do you want? We need to sit at the round table. Because it is 21st century, all these issues are going on. But I understand perfectly that it's gonna keep happening until we solve the issue the fundamental issue that why do we want one Nigeria? Why do we need people to be in this union? Why do we want people to be in this union?
Like everybody should be called into the table and decide if they still want to be part of this union, you know.
I was reading because for me, I love reading random stuff about how countries are formed.
Right.
I was reading about Norway the other day. Norway is an homogeneous country. Yeah. by definition, that political definition of homogeneous. They are homogeneous. There are 5 million people. I think they've got about they've got one ethnic group which is called Sami. Sami population is only less than 90,000 or 5 million. My Baba, these people have their own parliament. The people that are less than 100,000, they have their own parliament. They decide for their own thing.
Because that's what autonomy does. Once you're autonomous. You know what I mean? See, Baba, thank you so much. Make her just take extra more in order to add to this again. Okay, so thank you so much for taking our time. Okay, I appreciate that. However, guys, right, there is even more from where that comes from. So this is a particular one from you know him, is an ex-convict. He's a long-term sworn adversary, enemy, or whatever you want to call it, to Tinubu. And that is Bode George. Still talking about elections. And in fact, he said if Tinubu become president of Nigeria, he's going to leave Nigeria. There are so many people who said they will leave Nigeria, by the way. Okay. But for Bode George, he has something to say about the elections. Arise TV or Arise News owns this clip. The credit is theirs.
Now, the president, the chairman of the INEC came up and said there was an hitch, some hitch, that disrupted the electronic transfer of results. An hitch in a digital system? Absolutely shambolic and laughable. I thought, if I was not an engineer, I probably would buy into it. And I said to myself, I want to forgive him because Prof is an expert in history. And he went to the best schools in this country. University of Ahmadu Bello, and then went to Oxford and Cambridge. What else would you want? If he was working for a private company on the D-Day and the H-hour, the system you are presenting to the stakeholders and the shareholders, he would have been fired. The worst part of it, because I've asked this question before, who is the man in charge of the IT? We have now discovered that he was, first of all, a commissioner in Lagos State, commissioner of science and technology. His name is Femi Odubi. He is the man in charge of the IT of INEC. How did he become commissioner in Lagos? Who put him there? And then who put him in the INEC? Now, if Prof. Yakubu had concluded that there was some hitch, why is that man still there? Look, we are toying with the future of this country. We are toying with the future of our own children. Somebody was there on the D-Day and the H-hour. In the military, he would have been executed for such misbehavior. And now...
in the military. He's a former military guy, Bode George. And he is also the former chairman of a Nigerian Port Authority, NPA. So he was found guilty of stealing from NPA, Nigerian Port Authority, when he was their chairman. So EFCC prosecuted him. They traced some money to him. But he said, right, it was all persecution by Obasanjo and Tinubu. That Tinubu swore that he will send him and make him Bode George an ex-convict. And Bode George indeed got sentenced for that crime, and he got sent to jail, and he spent some time in jail, and so, then he came out. However, he's one of those who said that he knows Tinubu very well, very, very well. 24 years of democracy in Nigeria, you can use that as a measurement of how far Bode George and Tinubu rivalry has come, right? So he's the one who is now saying that the guy in charge of the IT for INEC, the original guy who developed the Obivas technology and all of the stuff, got moved to somewhere in Enugu. Then they brought in somebody who was a former commissioner in Lagos State to be in charge of your INEC, Bivas coalition and the rest of that. So according to him, that was a technological coup. Sure, you get, as you are struggling to vote, somebody else is suppressing the result of it and uploading something different, right? So in military, that's a coup, because that is what made Tinubu the president-elect unpopular. Hello, ma.
Hello, sir.
How are you? Thank you so much for your patience. Yeah, good evening, ma.
That's all right, sir. My name is Mrs. Boki. I'm originally from Ondo State, but I live in the UK.
Beautiful.
Just to buttress the point of, yes, I just want to shift something about this Yoruba and Igbo. I don't know if you are aware that the present Ondo State Governor Keredolu, the wife is an Igbo lady.
Yes, from Imo State.
Yes, and he has ruled Ondo State now for 8 years, going to 8 years, but there was no problem.
That's right.
So I'm just thinking that where is this coming from Lagos? Even in Lagos, I lived there for 25 years before coming to this country. And this Badebo of a boy, in fact, I don't know, I just love him, even without knowing him face to face, just because of the interview. I will send you an audio after the program, and you will hear what a lady from Lagos was saying. Somebody sent it to me today. I was into tears that how will a woman be talking like this? That every Igbo in Lagos, they are going to die if they dare vote for Badebo. Though she voted for Obi, but for Badebo, so you don't know they are going to take Lagos from us. But how can anybody go to Imo or to Anambra State to say he's going to be a governor as a Yoruba man? I was like, so this question of saying maybe they are not educated is even the educated ones that are even worse. They are the more tribalistic. It is bad.
Have you seen those ones who are abroad too? Those ones who can easily claim racism. They don't like black. These people don't like us. But look, have you seen what they are sending on social media as well? On WhatsApp, everywhere?
Yes, I do.
People abroad, though.
Yes, I do. I do. Sir, by the time I send you this audio, you will be surprised and shocked. I've never seen anything like that in my life of hearing it, even from a man. Wow. I live in Lagos. I know the story of Lagos for 25 years. Now the Agberos will become the landlord of Lagos. They will now become the governor.
And then after Funshaw Williams, a true Lagosian, right? They said that this is the first time in years that true Lagosian, Omo Eko will actually have an advantage in an election like this.
Yes.
Since after Funshaw Williams, that there has never been any major, even Musili or Banikoro, it couldn't pull any of this kind of crowd. Sure, you get.
Yes.
So they said now that they have taken offense, even in Lagos now, that you're actually bold enough to use propaganda against this young man. A real Lagosian, somebody who that his family land is where they built the City Hall of Lagos today. Nobody has disputed that. is family land.
Yes.
Which means the city also
very brilliant. Very brilliant and intelligent. So how come you don't want to install such a person to govern a place like Lagos State? And you are saying it's Igbo. It's so sad. It's so sad.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. This is my first time of coming in.
Thank you.
But I've been your fan for more than 2 to 3 years, and I'm loving it.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, ma.
So, bye, sir.
Yes.
Bye.
So, this for that part, I think I should take one more call. Then I will take you to the end part of trying to cajole people by Wike. But let me take this. I think I've taken one already. Hello there.
Hello there, my man, the one man sport.
Oh yeah, how you doing, Baba?
I did my word, just from Turkey.
Oh yeah, now. You have been watching. I don't know if you started with us or midway. It doesn't really matter. Here you are. Yeah. It is an open mic where you can actually share your own views too, like on anything. Go on, Baba.
Baba. You see, when I look at the people that won the election in Nigeria, I laugh. Do you know why I laugh?
Tell us.
You see these young kids, NSAS people,
Yes.
You know, it took them 2 years to study Nigeria after NSAS, but people doesn't know about it. It took them 2 years to study. If NSAS come again, which is the one is coming against NSAS, military will run because military will be on fire. The barracks will be on fire. I will tell you what my friend with military said. He told me, my friend, I said, you know, man's come to Turkey to buy something.
Right.
You see how I was saying, can you believe that 65 to 75% of military doesn't want this man to be president? Am I worth this thing? I said, have Danjuma talk? I said, no. I said, okay, hold on. He said, Danjuma haven't. I said, okay, no problem. But what I'm just trying to say is that I've lived in Lagos for over 15 years. All my kids, I raised them in Lagos before they travel. I born almost all of them in Lagos, you know. When you talk of this tribe, when I look at them, I laugh.
So you get.
I laugh. I start laughing at them. We are living abroad. And whenever we come, we say we are Nigeria, we are one. Yeah. But me, I always say, let's divide Nigeria into 6 or 7. Let's everybody go. I keep on saying that. Let's go. But they don't want. But one day to come, let me come to Bodo George. What Bodo George said.
Please.
Tinubu, they are not intelligent. And I keep on telling them, they are wise, but they are not intelligent. It took them 12 hours to rig election. 12 hours to rig the election. If I'm not making a mistake, 12 hours.
I want you to say that again, though. Enoch, say it again. Are you saying it took them 12 hours, or it takes 12 hours to rig election? Anything beyond that, na mistake? Is that what you mean?
No. It took them 12 hours to rig election. Okay. 12 hours to rig it. But they rig nonsense. But it took those small boys 2 hours to get the whole data and let them start messing up. Somebody told me something. He said, if they bring certain things on the death of the judge will start crying. He said the judge will start crying, the judge will leave. And he told me, he said, hold on, he said all those people, all those senior advocates, they will still begin to run after the other, because when they will start dealing with them on Twitter, you know what these people they do? If you make noise, they go bring your file.
And now your wife, your house, your car, your everything. People with them know with you, your son, your daughter, everybody. They say, you know, if you give us a number, the more we say hi to Ram. Like
that is they will bring it, how you collected the money. They are now keeping how all of them collected that money. You know, that one thing somebody said, if they give evidence in court, Nigeria may break into 2. The Nigeria will start about It's just like everybody just okay. Let us see judiciary. Even the judiciary, all of them are afraid.
But do you know that even right now, there is a letter issued by Labour Party themselves, and they are saying that they have now understood that INEC want to frustrate their petition after the court told them that they should go and inspect all of those materials, Abi. Now, if INEC should continue, they just said it today. They said if INEC should continue hiding, playing this hide and seek with them, they can tell all of their supporters and members to take over all INEC offices across Nigeria, picket them. And Obedient are already asking, saying, if let's say they won't play us this whole court game, Mo could just start everything now. But a lot of people probably felt like it is over. Nothing will happen. Again, everything is unraveling right now. Tell me.
You see, Tinubu is not intelligent. I'm sorry to say that. Do you know if it is intelligent, things will come down low. You saw this who is meeting, they are not the people. You saw these people is meeting, they are not the people. It's those people that they call themselves obedient. That's people you go and convince back.
But they don't want to listen to him anyway.
Those boys are not ready to listen to anybody. They are ready to die. If somebody can commit suicide because of the result, that will take the extent they have gone.
Did you hear about a young man that committed suicide?
Yes, in Jos, 19 years boy.
In Jos.
That will take the extent.
See, brother, may I go show them a little bit, because Obi was cited there in Agbo, he was cited there in Edo, he was cited in Anambra, Enugu. I followed few. Okay, let me use that as a mid-break. Then I'll take your calls, Baba.
Thank you. Okay, bye. Take care, bye.
I appreciate you, Baba. So here, I've seen in sorry, this one is Enugu. I think it's Enugu, where people are being threatened by PDP for voting for Labour. They said they will kill anybody if they have to kill people to make sure that PDP wins Abia. Remember now, these Labour people, disobedient, they are the ones who retired their current governor. Abia, I'm sorry. How did that just disappear in my head? Anyway, their current governor. What's his name again? What's that his name? He wanted to go to the Senate. Buruburu. Is that Buruburu? Why do I keep mixing them all together? But it doesn't really matter, right? Ogwani, God bless you guys. Ogwani, now disobedient retire amo. Now they are now in Enugu saying that if they have to kill, they will kill. I don't understand Igbo this deep, but trust me, when I hear Boge, Oku, Boge, Oku in a sentence, now die, I mean.
And tell whoever who is a foreigner that this place belongs to us. Yes. And make us see Opanaji Amabu, Omabu, Aguata, Shanaishi. Masuno, Oduanu Jogeto, Kamahena Nagaire, and a grandmother to us.
Somebody says it's actually Abia. It's not Enugu. Yeah, I kept talking about Abia. Oh yeah, we'll kill anybody. We'll tell you that we are the owners of this land. How is that different from MC Olueron? And the rest of the Arogun, Akotileta, Alapamashishe Agberos of Lagos. They are everywhere. Political thugs, threatening people, intimidating them, threatening fire and brimstones, right? Brimstone, I will burn you. In Delta, they are threatening people everywhere. I realize everybody will be obedient now. Don't become endangered species. Everybody is scared of you everywhere. So they cited Obi in Agbo. Agbo is in Delta, isn't it? So Agbo is in Delta, yeah? It was also spotted in Edo. I'll show you. So they said there is this special, this special bond between the Edo people and then obedient movements and all that. So if you bring the camera closer, right, this is what you get.
Peter Obi in Benin City. You can see Edo lights on the streets. They lined up to receive him.
Our president! He's supposed to be there. He's supposed to be there. No. Everywhere. But I don't think that we are far from him. We can't record from here.
All right, people. This is Benin City, the Edo State capital. Okay, yeah, a bit closer now.
Madam, press down. Everywhere shut down.
Yeah, or the one they are actually like running. Obi. I think it's also in Benin. Maybe this one.
The only president that can shut down this thing. The original president. Original president. Yes. Obi.
Right. So that's how